Lesson 58, multiplying polynomials. So a polynomial is just more than one term. So here we're going to be multiplying a polynomial by a monomial, which a monomial is just one term. And remember, a term is just a group of numbers and or variables. So here we're going to multiply the monomial by each term in the polynomial. So you're using the distributive property. So you're multiplying 3x times the x squared and then 3x times the y. And that's what they're doing in step 2 here. And then you combine your like terms. There is no like terms. So our answer would be 3x cubed plus 3xy. So just remember, when you multiply like bases, you add the exponents. So let's take a look at our first example here. So negative 4xy times x squared would give us a negative 4x to the cubed y. And then we have a negative 4ix times y. That would be a negative 4xy squared. And then we have a negative 4xy times a negative 2z squared, which would be a positive 8xyz squared. Check to see if there's any like terms. There's no like terms, so that would be my answer. Next example, multiply. So 7x squared times 2x would give us 14x cubed, and 7x squared times negative 3y squared, which would be a negative 21x squared y squared. I don't have any like terms, so that would be my answer. Next problem, we got negative 6ab squared times 5a squared, which gives us a negative 30a cubed b squared. Negative 6ab squared times 3b would be a minus 18ab cubed. And negative 6ab squared times a negative 2b squared c squared gives us a positive 12a b to the fourth c squared. No like terms in any of it, so our answer remains what you see. Next one, x times x squared is x cubed. X times 3x is 3x squared. And x times negative 7 is minus 7x. And our last one on the slide, we got negative 4x times x squared is a negative 4x cubed. Negative 4x times 2x is a negative 8x squared. And negative 4x times a negative 3 is a positive 12x. Moving on to our next part for our lesson is the FOIL method. F stands for the first term, so multiply the first term by times the first term of each binomial. O, the outer terms of both binomials. I, the inner two. So that's this one right here, the inner two. And then the L, the last term, times the last term in each of them. So remember FOIL when you're multiplying binomial times a binomial. Here we got x times x, which is x squared. Then we have x times 3, which is 3x. You get 7 times x, which is 7x. Then 7 times 3 is 21. And I combine like terms, so I got my x squared plus 10x plus 21. Next one, we got x times x squared. X times negative 7 is negative 7x. Negative 5 times x is a minus 5x. Negative 5 times a negative 7 is a positive 35. Add like terms and I get x squared minus 12x plus 35. And your answer for the FOIL method would always, when you're doing binomial times a binomial, is a trinomial. Next one, 2a times 3a. So 2 times 3 is 6. A times a is a squared. 2a times 1 is positive 2a. 5 times 3a is a positive 15a. 5 times 1 is a positive 5. Add like terms, I get 6a squared plus 17a plus 5. Next one, we got 8k times negative 3k is a negative 24k squared. 8k times negative 5 is a minus 40k. Negative 1 times negative 3k is a positive 3k. And a negative 1 times negative 5 is a positive 5. Put that in like terms. So we got negative 24k squared plus or minus 37k plus 5. Next one, 4c times c is 4c squared. 4c times 5 is plus 20c. 3 times c is plus 3c. 3 times 5 is positive 15. Add like terms and I get 4c squared plus 23c plus 15. Next one, we got negative 6m times 5m is a negative 30m squared. Negative 6m times negative 2 is a positive 12m. Negative 3 times 5m is minus 15m. Negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6. So my answer is negative 30m squared minus 3m plus 6. And now here we have a binomial times a trinomial. You're doing everything the same thing with FOIL, just you multiply everything of the binomial times every term in the trinomial. So 3x times x squared is 3x to the third. 3x times a negative 4x is a minus 12x squared. 3x times a negative 6 is a negative 18x. Then I have 4 times x squared is a positive 4x squared. 4 times a negative 4x is a minus 16x. And 4 times a negative 6 is a negative 24. And from this point, I just combine like terms. So I only have the 3x cubed. So 3x cubed. I have a negative 12x squared, and I have a positive 4x squared. So that would give me a negative 8x squared. I have a negative 18x plus a negative 16x. That's a negative 34x. And then I have a negative 24 at the end. So this would be my answer. Next one, 2x times 2x squared is 4x cubed. 2x times a negative 5x is a minus 10x squared. 2x times 8 is a positive 16x. Next one, we got 7 times x squared, so positive 14x squared. 7 times a negative 5x is a minus 35x. And 7 times 8 gives us a positive 56. So combining like terms, I just have my x cubed, so that's 4x cubed. I have an x squared here and an x squared here, so negative 10 plus 4 is a positive, plus 14 I mean, it's a positive 4x squared. And then I have positive 16x and a minus 35x. That would give us a negative 19x. And then you have the plus 56. So this would be our answer for that problem. And some application problems. Find the area of a rectangular sandbox that has a width of 2x squared plus 5x minus 6 and the length of 4x plus 7 inches. Remember, area equals length times width. So I take my length, which is 4x plus 7, and I have to multiply that by the width, which is 2x squared plus 5x minus 6. So 4x times 2x squared is 8x cubed. 4x times 5x is a positive 20x squared. And 4x times negative 6 is a minus 24x. Next part, 7 times 2x squared. Here I'm just going to put it underneath the x squared, so I have a positive 14x squared. 7 times 5x is a positive 35x. And 7 times negative 6 is a negative 42. And wherever I don't have a term, I'm just going to put a 0. So this is plus 0. This is plus 0. And then I'm just going to add straight down. So 8 plus 0 is just 8x cubed. 20 plus 14 is positive 34x squared. Negative 24 plus 35 is a positive 11x. And then I have minus 42. So that would be our answer, and this would be square inches. That would be the area of that rectangular sandbox. And our last question, find the area of this rectangular sandbox. We have our 2x plus 6 times our 3x squared plus 4x plus 5. So 2x times 3x squared is 6x cubed. 2x times 4x is plus 8x squared. 2x times 5 is a positive 10x. Then we have 6 times 3x squared, which is positive 18x squared. So I'm going to put that here, positive 18x squared. 6 times 4x is a positive 24x. And 6 times 5 is a positive 30. The rest I'm just going to add our zeros in. So this is 0x cubed. Combine like terms now. So this is 6x cubed. This is 26x squared. This would be 34x. And this is plus 30. This is all inches squared. And that would be our area of the sandbox. So that is our lesson today on multiplying polynomials.